What's good, yo? What's good? Ya Clout Podcast. Your boy Mike says as always. Got my brother Cole chilling with me. My nigga Ricardo.
What
How
up?
you
What up?
doing? Yeah. And wanted to do this a long time ago. Finally doing it, man. Back on my channel when Speaker Clout wasn't even out, I did Battle of the Movies with Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society. But fuck that. I'm doing it again with the fellas. I want to do that with everybody else. But today, you know, shout out to my Mexican brother Ricardo, man. I want to, rep the Latinos today, man.
Hell
So,
yeah.
Battle of the Movies Part 1 is 1992's American Me versus 1993's Blood In, Blood Out, man. Absolutely. We got the same presses, too. Hell yeah. Man, these movies mean a lot to me. Some of my favorite films of all time, bro. But I know this means a lot to you, Rick. It's your culture. So, when's the first time these movies entered your life, bro?
You know what? American Me, I remember chilling with my pops and we watched it. I was young. I was mad young. So I didn't really understand it much. Blood In, Blood Out too. A couple years later after that. And then as I got older, I would watch them more frequent because, especially like Blood In, Blood Out, those are people you see in your neighborhood. That was the way we dressed. That was the only like movies around that other than Colors and like Boulevard Nights and La Vida Loca. But those are like the biggest movies that represented our culture back then.
Yeah.
And so as we get older, you pass it down to your cousins, siblings, homies at school. Like that was a big part of everything, man. And the funny thing was how most of these movies took place in the 70s and whatnot. In the 90s, we're still dressing the same fucking way, man.
Yeah, the khakis with the high belt and all that good shit.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, for me, it was a lot later in life for me. It was like high school years.
Yeah.
When I seen American Me. One of my Puerto Rican homies said, you got to see that shit. And I didn't even fucking think twice. All I did was bought it. I bought it at Kmart.
Right.
You know what I mean? And took it home, watched it, and I was like, oh, man, this is amazing, And then
Right.
I heard Blood In, Blood Out in high school, too, but I was super late on that. I didn't see that till like 2013, maybe.
Wow.
I seen it on YouTube. It was on YouTube in good quality, the whole fucking
Still
movie.
is, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, my God, this is amazing. And then I bought the DVD a little while afterward, man. But, yeah, those films are incredible to me. Absolutely incredible, man.
Dope.
Go with the first one, 1992, American Me, man. This shit right here, man. Edward James Olmos is Santana. He is a youth with you got his crew, JD, and the other cat, I forgot his name. Mundo. Yeah, he's also in this dope martial arts movie called Only the Strong. He's in there, like the younger Mundo.
Yeah.
He's in that movie too, yeah. And they get him down and shit like that, and they run away. I think Hazard was the rival crew.
Yeah, man, it's a big neighborhood in LA.
Yeah.
It's a big gang.
Yeah, and they in the midst of running away from them, the stone that comes out and shoots JD in the leg, and it shit goes on from there, progresses from the jails and all that. But instead of doing it like that, breaking on every scene, we're just gonna talk about some of our favorite shit in there.
Yeah.
I just like how Santana was a good leader. You know what I mean? How he led that shit.
Yeah.
That was definitely dope,
He always thought strategically.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude.
People got for a reason. Santana, you know what I mean? On some real shit. One of my favorite scenes, man, is when that dickhead raped him when he was younger.
Oh,
and he killed that motherfucker. I was like, that was like satisfying to see. You know what I mean?
Right.
That dope. How JD was a white boy, but he represented it. Yeah. See, I don't know about that. You got to school me on that. You did before.
Yeah.
I don't know much about that though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. JD, the character JD was based off of Joe Morgan, aka Peg Leg, which was a white dude fully white, no brown, but he was around Chicanos in his younger days, and he really had half a leg, man. And the way it got shot off was kind of the way they depicted it in Blood In, Blood Out. It wasn't his cousin, but he got shot off during a robbery heist. So Santana's based off a guy named Cheyenne Cardenas, Rudy Cheyenne Cardenas. Cheyenne was his nickname. And he's from Bakersville. He's actually buried maybe about 10-15 minute drive from my house. He's actually buried out here.
Oh shit!
But him and the real JD, Joe Morgan, they met in the institution, and then they clicked up and formed the Mexican Mafia. And
like that, we'll get to
yeah,
that.
but the gang names that he was using out of LA, you know, Primera, Hazard, those are real gangs out there. Those are real gangs. Like he kept it authentic as far as out, you know, it was loosely based off Mexican Mafia, but he kept the names, and a lot of those people were real gangbangers from the hood, man.
It was dope because when I first seen American Me, I was like, "Oh, that's where that's from." With
Right.
JD's just putting up the blocker on Mundo, and you know, he's like, "When we were kids, belonging felt good. That's when me against the world." You know what I mean?
Yeah, Tupac,
yeah. And then when like seeing certain actors like the old Mundo, that's fucking Angel from Scarface. You know?
Yeah.
Yo, son, I recognize this today. You know when they're talking about Pie Face? When Pie Face is talking,
yeah,
and he's saying, yeah, and the dude with the glasses, that's fucking the nigga from the Mayans. You wouldn't recognize him now. But you look closely at his face, Karza, whatever his name is, the dude with the long hair. Yeah, that's him.
Holy shit!
The glasses, like he has a little part, but you look deep in his face, you can tell it's him.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
the dude.
Yeah, and like shit like that. And I was like, oh man. And then Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat is in this motherfucker.
Shang Tsung's on there, yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. But it's just a fantastic movie, front to bottom, man. Like
it is, man. It was realistic, bro. And it's crazy. You got the DVD, so if you watch the documentary that's on the DVD,
oh yeah, I watched it.
When like they film at the prison, like the guards would lose track of who's who because the vest would come off and they blended in with the inmates. You know, they were actually filming alongside the inmates. That was crazy, man.
That's gutsy too, yo.
What's that?
That's gutsy too, yo.
It very, very at that time, especially at that time. But like Santana, you see, you know, the person he is, the anger he has because the way his dad, or you could call him his stepdad, you find out later on in the movie, or you find out at the beginning how his mom was raped.
Yeah, the Zoo Suits.
The Zoo Suit riots, and that's real shit that happened, man, to my people, man. Like, there's a lot of stuff that happened back then during the World War II era because a lot of Mexicans weren't joining the military, and they were going at it with like sailors and soldiers downtown, man.
Real shit.
Yeah, real shit, man. It's crazy how he takes that anger, he goes out to the streets, and then, you know, that night they weren't even really up to no good. They were just strolling, walking home, man. And how that forced him into his fucking destiny, dude. You know, they didn't even break in that place to do any evil. They was just hiding out from getting killed by that other gang. But he was smart, right? Clicking up in the juvie and pulling all them guys together. He had to survive.
Yep, it's regular prison politics shit. The way they shipped drugs too was amazing. Yeah. Shorty went in the bathroom, pulled the shit out of twat. They flushed it. Little puppet caught that balloon of coke, whatever was in there. I'm like, damn, you gotta wipe shit off that too, man. That's disgusting.
And that's just one of many ways they bring it in there, man. And
yeah,
you know, when that black dude takes the dope in there, oh
yeah, like that was stupid.
Dude up on fire, man.
He deserves it.
He did. You don't mess with another gang's business, man. That didn't involve you, you know.
No, know what that is? That's you know, blatant greed. You know
it is. Yeah, it is just a dope fiend, man.
Yep.
Straight up dope fiend, and it's crazy how one little thing like that pops off a war between the blacks and browns. That's, you know, in the prison, that's how easy it is. Simple as, you know, okay, when I remember when I was in jail, I did a couple months in county when I was 18, and some Mexican dude was watching TV. This black dude walked in front of him and just stood there, looking at the TV. And the Mexican dude was like, "Hey, excuse me, man, I'm watching that." And he turned around and was like, "I don't give a shit." Boom, popped off. Everybody started fighting. It's something so little, but it's disrespect. Will pop it all off, man.
Absolutely. Fuck that disrespectful shit.
KRD said movies like that won't be made today. Yeah, KRD. A lot of people died from American Me.
Yeah, man. Innocent motherfuckers too. They just was trying to make money filming.
Yup. They just got caught in hood politics, and the lady who plays the grandmother or the mother of Julie, she got clipped because she was trying to help people get out the gangs.
That's crazy.
She got clipped in the driveway, But back to the movie, it's crazy how Santana spends so much time in prison and then gets out.
Yeah,
has to do with real world. That. Go ahead, brother.
I know. I was gonna say I was pissed off when he was at Little Puppet's wedding, and the dumb nigga put the coke in his jacket or whatever.
No, but it was Puppet's jacket. It wasn't even Santana's.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And that's how Santana got locked up.
Yeah, when Puppet was throwing up, Santana's folding his jacket for him and just put it right there. Little Puppet goes across the street, and then that's when the cops roll. That wasn't even Santana's jacket.
And that's why Little Puppet got fucking killed by his brother, right?
Yeah, man. And that's the politics with, not just Mexican mafia, but you think any major organizations, they don't care if you got to take out your own brother. You're going to do it or we're going to do it, And it's crazy. I would never have the heart to do that to my own brother. That was crazy how he did it. That was such a memorable scene. Like, I mean, everybody quotes that shit to this day.
Don't look at me, Puppet. Don't look at me.
Yeah, he's famous for that. He's famous for that. He's still like at lowrider shows and everything, signing autographs.
He was in an amazing movie that you put me onto, bro. Boulevard Nights.
I got that one right here too, man.
I need to get that. I need a hard copy. That's an amazing film.
Man, my boy sells it on eBay for like $5, man. He sells the hard copies for $5.
79, right?
Yeah.
What's some of your ultimate favorite scenes in American Me? That's
American Me.
About that,
yeah. I like the scene where he's talking to Little Puppet after they killed Pieface. And he points out the dude that's leading the Nuestra Familia, which the Norteños, Norteños from Northern Cali. And, he tells Little Puppet, he said, what happened to Pieface, I didn't like it. But La M took a lot of time to gain its respect. And we got to show some class, though that's what he called it. We got to show some class, stand up for yourself respectfully. And this and that, and he wanted Little Puppet to kill him, and Big Puppet, being the brother that he is, he's like, I'll do it, because he know his brother was no killer.
Yeah,
he know he was about that life, and that's the thing. Like when he brought him in, they kept asking him, like, JD, you know what you're doing? And he's like, yeah. He wanted him clicked up so his brother had protection. But the rest of the guys, like, you know what you're doing, because this could lead bad. And one moment, man.
Okay, brother.
Somebody, I hate my wife's FaceTime crap is connected to this computer. I had to shut that down. And he's like, you know what you're doing? Brings him in. He was no killer, and he was trying to do it for him. And when he was like, was I talking to you? And I was like, oh shit. They were testing him. I mean, he did it, but that scene, as he's walking into the theater, you hear Santana schooling him about Pieface. He's like, I know Pieface wasn't weak, and he wasn't either. But what about Nuestra Familia? What about this? Everybody else thought he was weak for not doing the killing that he asked them to do. And it's so crazy that it was such a deep, dark scene, emotional, and you still got Woody Woodpecker playing in the background.
Yeah, and niggas laughing and shit.
Yeah, and then he straight up kills him, man. That's one of my favorite scenes. Another one of my favorites is when they go to the Italian mob and he explains to him that they want to take over East LA. And what's it called? how the guy said, the guy knew his son was in prison. He's like, if anything, anything makes my son's stay more uncomfortable than it already is, you'll regret the day you made that choice. And the look on Edward James Olmos' face, like, you just threatened me. And I love how he kept his composure. He just like, all right. And then he had them murder his son in the prison. That was crazy.
Grimy shit, dog.
It was, dude. And like, and like he said, with class, with respect, he didn't argue back with him. He just stood there and stared at him. And, right then and there, you knew, shit, something's going on in his head. He ain't gonna let nobody talk to him like that. And what they did to his son, man, they raped him and then shoved that knife up.
Fucked him right his ass. Little puppet fucked him in the ass. And he took the knife out of his head.
That was brutal, man. That and shit like that happens in the prison, man. That's why I'm like, oh hell no, man.
Right?
Nope.
Off topic a little bit, not really off topic, but the Big Doe Rehab album, with both Ghostface Killers in the top 3. Yeah. That song Barrel Brothers with Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
Beanie's like, you can get the knife up the ass like American Me. I was like, oh. Classic shit.
Oh man. SJWs would be crying these days if movie. I don't know what that is.
Social justice warriors, I guess. Another thing I like about this, Rick, which Boys in the Hood did kind of right, not really right, was their counterparts. Their grown-up selves matched their childhood amazingly.
Right.
Like the kid that played Santana looks like Santana, Mondo,
hey, a young Edward James Olmos in a lot of other movies too.
It looks amazing.
Selena, yeah, the guy that played young Santana in American Me, he plays young Edward James Olmos in Selena, and I think there was another movie too. Yeah, Edward James Olmos works with that guy. He worked with that guy quite a bit back in the 90s.
Because he favors him tremendously, in my opinion, like a young one.
An incredible scene also is when they're playing handball and it switches over to grown-up. Yeah. That ball hits and then boom, you hear the gunshot and they're in prison. I was like, holy shit.
It's a masterpiece of a film, man.
It really is. The killing of Santana at the end.
I like that scene. I don't like what happens to him because he's my favorite character, but the way he's falling off the balcony in slow motion, that shit was crazy, man.
Like the guy who plays Shang Tsung, whatever his real name is, he had so much fucking loyalty for Santana. So much loyalty because when they were talking, when Santana visited him, he was telling them, watch your back. Because right then and there, Santana was already showing little signs of weaknesses, and he was like, watch your back, because he knows everybody's politicking against him now. And, Santana, like I said, he liked doing shit with class. He didn't want to send white boys to shoot up the black people, He wanted to do it different ways, strategically.
Yeah.
But when they told him, you coming out your cell, and he's like, no, staying in. He didn't want to take no part of killing Santana. He had so much loyalty and respect for him. That was amazing.
And stood there like this.
What's that?
He just stood there in the cell like this.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And
Mondo was stabbing him too. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, at the same time, it was the rules Santana created. He created the rules. You show weakness, you got to go.
He was going soft.
When you go soft, you got to go. And he was going soft, man. He really was. And but he was no punk though. He came out, and he knew what was about to happen. He was getting his stuff ready. He already knew it was coming. And when he stepped out, and he's like, "You got to give it your best shot," and they just started stabbing him. I was like, "Oh my god!" And the real Santana Cardenas, that's how he died. But it wasn't his own people. It was a gang of Norteños. They stabbed him up, and then threw him over. And then there was more people at the bottom ready to stab him up some more.
Oh my god, that's a shit way to die, man.
That's the way he actually died, man. And he was actually meeting with somebody to talk peace talks, and they set him up. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd rather get stabbed to death or shot. I don't know which one, but fuck.
Yeah, man. And
there's 1,000 niggas on you just shanking you the fuck up.
Right? It comes full circle, too, when Palito is getting that little kid his tattoo. And then they go on a drive-by and whatnot. Like, you can tell it's repeating itself, And I love how they play the Kid Frost song at the end, man. Ain't No Sunshine.
That's dope. Yeah, so I think we should Hop on 1993's Blood and Blood Out, man. Shit. This movie blew me away. I seen it. You know,
Incredible movie, man.
you get Miklo, half white, half Mexican. Goes to move with his cousins for a while. Crucito and what's his the older
Paco.
another nigga. Yeah, him. And
Paco.
Paco, yeah. Shit goes down, man. He wants to get down with the crew, to have him do certain shit. And when I seen who Miklo was, I'm like, oh man, that's the nigga that played Ken Masters in Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shitty movie that was, man. Mortal Kombat's good, but that ain't. But he's a dope lead. He became a dope leader as well. You know what I mean?
He did, man. Bound by Honor was the movie's original name, and then they changed it to Blood In, Blood Out. Movie's incredible. It's like a saga, man. Like it
3
jumps
hours long.
decades. And even 3 hours long still felt like it wasn't enough, man. There's so much more they could have done. It was incredible. I like how they did change up some shit because of American Me. So they couldn't call it Mexican Mafia. They couldn't call it Aryan Brotherhood. They call them Aryan Vanguard. They switched a lot of names up to disassociate from all that crap. You know, like in American Me, they show the beef between the South and the North Mexicans. On Blood and Blood Out, all the Mexicans are one. But yeah, man, where Miklo moves in with his cousin, that happens so often, man. I mean, I stayed with my cousins when we were younger. Some of them moved in with us. Happens too often, and you always have that one that wants to fit in, man. That goes overboard to fit in.
Paco gave him shit because he was half white.
Yeah. You know, and Paco, he was like a Santana. He was a smart dude. He was really smart. And it's crazy. He's like, okay, in American Me, yeah, he goes to prison, becomes this crazy Mexican mafia leader. Had Paco went to prison, that probably would have happened. But he had that second chance. Well, let's backtrack, you know, when that fight with Crucito. Fuck, man.
They go in the fucking fire.
Oh my god, dude. That makes me cringe every time I watch that shit.
Right? Spider?
Yeah, every time when they dropped him on that damn thing, I just feel it in my back. I'm like, oh fuck, I wouldn't want to get beat down like that.
That was such. He hit a nice little fucking Latina
girl. They smashed his leg in the car door, and I was like, oh my god.
I don't mean to laugh, but when Spider's like, "Can I have some?" Like, no.
You know, Crucito's like, "Get out of here! This ain't your turf." I'm like, hey, you can't say shit like that. You get ready, you fight or flight, dude. That's it. Right? You should have hopped up that front seat and took off, man. You should have hopped in and put that shit in drive and left.
In the hospital, you see fucking, you know, Miklo there and Paco and all his crew. Ready to get shit down.
Yeah, you know it. And everybody was ready to go at it. And almost any regular person would be like, yeah, it's time to go to war. And Paco was like, no, we're waiting until tomorrow. They're waiting for us right now. He was smart, man.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, he's like, they're not going to be going to mass. And he's like, and he played it smart. They got the homies. They got the guns. They crept up on him. And when he met up with Spider, was scared. And Paco didn't even want to kill. He was trying to fight one-on-one. And Spider was a little bitch for that, you know.
Throwing out the gun and shooting niggas and shit.
When he was like, "Get up, Chucky," and Chucky comes out with that shotgun, I was like, "Oh shit, it's about to get real." And yeah, man, he tried to kill Spider, and Miklo was like, "Nah, the dog is belly up." You know, when he's belly up, he's finished. He's laying on his back, and yeah, man. Spider pulled out that gun first, though, so he got what came to him. He shot at them first.
10 people were killed because of what up, Dustin?
Yeah, probably that much, if not more, man. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. But man, Miklo's first day in prison, man, that's crazy. It was crazy.
I hate to say it, Blood and Blood Out is kind of low key hilarious. So it's a lot of scenes.
Somebody just mentioned Popeye. KRD mentioned Popeye. Oh God. Oh man. Like, want me to think it, huh? I was like,
how'd you get that blocker, little Bo Peep?
That shit was crazy, man, with those fucking faggot inmates.
Oh man, he's like, look at his eyes when he get mad.
And then those two black ones in the background looking at each other all like crazy. Oh my god. That shit is classic, man. That shit is funny.
Cinderella, get you a fella.
I love that. He's like, you're on the clock, bitch, and midnight's coming. Oh man.
Popeye's fantastic. Oh shit.
But Montana was a smart dude. But what it stimulates to American me is Montana was showing weakness. He didn't want to go to war. He didn't want to fight back. He didn't want to do shit, and he was showing weakness. And Miklo and them picked up on that.
Yeah.
You know?
And
the jail,
I was shocked.
Huh?
Sorry, my bad, brother. Go ahead.
The jail he's killed at in the movies, like 30 minutes from my house, man.
That's crazy, yo.
In Kern County, yeah.
The black dude shanked him up and shit with the pick.
Oh,
and then he molded the. When I found out Miklo molded the pick, I was like, "Oh shit!" You know?
You find out at the end, you're like, "What?" Like, holy shit, man! And you know, Magic. It's crazy how Miklo and Magic's relationship goes. Like, you know, Magic was like fucking with him, almost threw him off the tier, but at the end, huh?
When he was like, like that, when he's trying to scare him in the beginning.
Oh yeah. Then you hear him say, "Get out of here before I make you my bitch."
Yeah.
He takes his pork chop too later on.
He took the pork chop.
Yeah, because after Santana, like, I don't want his pork chop.
I want his life.
He walks away, and then that dude just takes it. And then when they try to drop him off the tier, and Montana's like, "No, pick him up."
And Miklo showed a lot of heart too.
He's like, "Go ahead, drop me." He's like, "I'm afraid to die." And it's crazy at the end though, when they're like destroying the mold, he's crying. He's dedicating his life to Miklo and this and that, dude. It's crazy. But
their relationship was dope. How it progressed.
It's crazy how their lives, like Baco gets that second chance. And I'm like, me growing up, man, I was always kind of like a Paco type character, man. Ready to fight. Dude, you're not going to disrespect me.
No.
My respect is everything. Even to this day, I still like that. But even back then, I was ready to, I would slap you. I would not fight you right then and there if you looked at me wrong. And that's how Paco was. And it's crazy is that I got in trouble for something crazy. Not no murder like that, but I went into the military. And it changed me around just like it did him in the movie. And it's crazy. Like, see how he became such a good detective and all this other shit. If he went to prison, he would have been bigger than Miklo and all that, dude.
And Mexican too, so you know, he would have had no problems.
Right. And how Crucito went down, you know, a drug addict. That
was crazy. He had talent too.
Dies.
That scene was hard, man. But they're playing one of my favorite Jimi Hendrix songs.
Oh, Little Wing. Hell yeah.
Of Axis Bold as Love.
Jimi Hendrix song of all time, yeah.
Axis Bold as Love is one of my favorite Jimi Hendrix albums. Probably my favorite.
And, you know, it's crazy how Chewy pulls him away and, you know, he's crying and everything. His brother's dead. That was a crazy scene.
Get the out of here.
When the dad told him, like, "You're dead to me like Juanito," and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, man.
And Paco, he never respected his stepdad, but you see it when he hugs him at the funeral. He's in Spanish. He tells him, you know, "Cry if you want to, my father." You know, he calls him dad and everything, and it's like, wow, dude, how that came a total of 180. What they, you know, the relationship they had.
I did feel bad for Cruz, though. I really did. I'm not gonna lie. The units on the allow there and shit. It's like, damn. I know he left his brother around fucking heroin, but you know,
it wasn't intentional. I mean, it just sucked that he was a drug addict like that, and his brother just looked up to him so much he wanted to do whatever he did.
Yeah,
you know, and the brother didn't know what he was doing, so he injected way too much and killed himself, man.
Sad,
fucking
man.
That's sad. Right, it is that, but it happens. It happens, man.
I bet it does, man.
And then you move forward, dude. Miklo, man, when he just starts working his way up the prison ranks, dude. Like the scenes with Big Al, dude. Oh,
yeah. Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
Man.
Dog, me and Unc be dying at those scenes, man. It's too much. And he's saying racist shit, but I'm laughing. It's fucking. He's like,
that was hilarious, man. Where he's like, all right, now for my brown brothers. Oh, no tortilla. And I'm like, oh my God.
He's like, what's all that ray of sunshine, that darkness down there? Come here, sweetest.
You know what's funny is that out here, especially where I live, there's a guy who sells t-shirts, and you see a lot of Mexicans. It has a picture of Big Al, and it says no tortilla, and a lot of Mexicans wear that shit out here, dude. That shit is just hilarious, dude. I love how they, people embraced it, man. It was funny, and he's like, you got to, get ahead with the white folks. And this man gives him an apple.
Then he takes him in the back and he shows him his tattoo. And Miko's like, that's nice. He's like, so is this. And he grabs his ass. I'm like, oh.
And when he ran his mouth to the blacks where, there's like number fat on that pork. He's like, move along, nigga, before I carve it with your own skin. I was like, oh, hell no.
I can make it sell my black skin. So I was like, oh, man.
I was like, man, but the scenes with Big Al, man, where he grabs him, he kisses him, and I'm like, and he's like, Popeye almost took it. Almost bit his dick off. And I'm like, oh my God.
Don't worry,
and
baby.
Then turned on by it.
Yeah, he's like, that's Big Pimp ain't got no class. Oh, then he's sucking it. When Miklo sucks his finger, it's so I can't watch that. It's like,
what's funny? What's crazy is that American Me has the rape scene.
Yeah.
But when Miklo sucking his finger, that's way worse than that rape scene, man. That's I can't watch that shit, man. I look like, oh, fuck that.
But Big Al says something like, you wild little bitch. Then when he's like, and then when he finally kills him, when Santana told him to do it, that's Santana, Montana. He's like, I'm gonna lick you clean. He's like, do it, bitch. when he stabs him, back.
That scene is crazy, man.
Hey, yo, Rick, hold it down for 1 second. I do something real quick. I'll be right back, brother.
Hey, do your thing. What's up, chat? Everybody in the chat room. I hope y'all have seen these movies, man. I hope all y'all seen these movies, and if you haven't, you definitely got to watch them. Blood and Blood Out's on YouTube for free. So after our show, it's like 3 hours long, but you can watch it on YouTube for free. Other movies y'all should check out. Mi Vida Loca. It's a real realistic one. So is Boulevard Nights. Boulevard Nights, really realistic. Classic movies. If you like Blood and Blood Out and American Me. This dude said KRD said Blood and Blood Out over Titanic. Oh, I get because they're 3 hours long. Yeah, I get
yeah, but Big Al is not in there much, but he is a fucking gem. Oh my God.
Man. He has quotables. So does like Popeye. They have quotables.
Give me some Chon. Oh man.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna find this link. There's a song, man, that somebody did called Chon. Oh, it's so fucking funny, dude. It is. You would like. It's just a comedy track, dude. And
I'm gonna rape you, puto.
Oh my God! And it's crazy how like Miklo trusts him towards. When he gets out of prison, he goes and stays at his place. And everything.
Oh man, when was the time of PO? Tell him to suck his pee-pee.
Shit, man. Yeah, man. And it's just like Miklo looks around like, you got to be kidding me, man. Stuck doing this, and but he works his way up, man. He was listening to Santana. Santana loved him because Santana saw Miklo is smart.
Yeah,
but Miklo was also a hothead at the same time, and Santana was trying to get him away from all that. Especially when he got his parole denied. He's like, you got to earn it on paper. You got to do this and that. Then
he finally got it, but he had to do that crazy job, and the fucking boss accused him of stealing. I'm like, what the fuck?
You know what? That happens. So I got friends that have been in and out the system. That happens to a lot of people. Not to everybody, but and when he was like, that's a great story, convict. Let's see who they believe. And I was like, he already knew damn well they ain't gonna believe him that his boss taking that money from him to cover the debt. And that was fucked up, dude. And when he got that chance to switch on over to rob the Zodi's was like a thrift store and everything back in the day. They don't exist no more. But when he to rob the Zodi's armored truck and all that shit.
Paco shot him, man.
And then the other cop was Biff from Back to the Future.
Yeah, Biff.
Yeah. But with Paco, like, God, man, I don't know if I'd be able to do that, man. How you gonna shoot your own cousin?
Right? Yeah, I wasn't fucking with Paco when he was a cop. I'll be
It wasn't
honest.
even like his cousin. It was more like his brother, It's like, like, I get it what Paco says. You can't do that to me. You can't. I get that. But at the same time, I don't think I'd have the heart to shoot a family member for something like that. Now, if they did something to my kids or something, yeah, I'll take you out. I don't care who you are. But, if you did something to innocent people, I'd still have your back. I hate to say it, like that. It's like if my son ever did something nuts like that, I'm still gonna, hey, we're gonna hide you out. I'm gonna have his back, dude. That I was like that, And Miklo got the ultimate revenge on Paco. He fucking hustled him so bad.
He did.
He hustled him so bad when him and Bonafide meet, and he's like, we'll lay low for like 7 months, and then we'll celebrate a big Mexican holiday. And he's like, which one is that? He's like, Dia de los Muertos. I'm like, oh shit! And
Day of the Dead, right?
Dead, yeah, man. I was like, something's going down, and he took them all out. That was like the biggest chess move ever, man.
That was one of the most illest fucking come-ups in like movie history. You take out all the Aryan Nation, and you take out motherfucking the Black Gorilla family. Like, what the fuck?
Took out all the leadership from both sides in one day, man. That was ridiculous, man.
The whole fucking jail's his, damn near.
Yeah. And you know what? That at that time in the 90s, I mean, yeah, the prisons, even now, prisons belong to the SAs. They run that shit. But in the 70s, it was really the whites. And in the 80s, it was still like whites and whatnot. And it showed how, come 90s, the Mexicans took over, and how they didn't do it like that, but the way he did it in the movie was ill as fuck. And when him and Paco have that last conversation at the end, that was crazy, where he tried to like tell him to click up with him. I was like, oh fuck, what?
Yeah, man, that was nuts. It's like, no, he's like, I'd rather be dead. Something like that. He told him.
He's like, you out of your fucking mind. And he's like, just because you're a cop and I'm a con doesn't mean we can't work together. And I was like, wow. And at one brief second, you see Paco kind of contemplate it, man.
Yeah.
He stays quiet for a bit and then he comes back. But he like, I don't know if he's shocked that he asked him or if he's like contemplating, like, what? Like, it was just trying to process it. And the whole scene with Crucito and Paco at the end at the LA River.
That's dope.
That was an amazing way to end it. And when Paco says, "Oh, it's my fault this happened," and Crucito looks at him like, "Yeah, like you forced Miklo to go bust the window in the alley." When he told him, yeah, he's like, that, show me the true warrior in you. He's like, that's what I thought, Damadillo.
He wanted to be him because he was a badass. He said, Crucito's like, you were always a badass.
Yeah, and like Crucito said, he's just still trying. He even said he's still trying to be like you. And I was like, yeah, and then, but Crucito forgave him. And like Crucito said, Miklo got it worse than us. He hates his own skin. He has it worse than we do.
Yeah, because he's half white and all that shit.
Yeah, Crucito forgave him. And like Paco's like, Miklo wouldn't have his leg shot off. Your back wouldn't be fucked up. He's like, I started it all.
He was crying too.
Yeah, man. It was an emotional scene. And then, Crucito's like, orale, and, orale means everything, dude. Like, somebody says, yeah, you want to fight? Orale, let's do it, or I forgive you. Orale, I'm sorry too. It's kind of like, and Donnie Brasco, forget about it means like 20 fucking things,
Forget about it. Like, goddamn.
But it's that was such a powerful scene where they didn't mark up the painting. That's a sign of respect. That's true, and
yeah.
He looks at it and everything, and I love to see the brothers hug it out, after like 10 years, and they're back together now. It was crazy movie though.
Amazing. I love it.
And 3 hours didn't even feel that long. When that movie's that incredible, it doesn't feel like it's a long ass movie.
Nah.
It really doesn't.
All right. Some questions, man. Who's like? That's how we're gonna battle these two, man. Get down to it. Who's the better leader to you, man? Santana or Miklo?
Man. Shit. See, because the first part of the movie, Blood and Blood Out, Baco's more the leader.
Yeah.
You know, I think he was like the overall best leader. But Miklo was very street. Miklo was the person that everybody in American Me wanted Santana to be. That ruthless, cutthroat. He gonna get us on top.
Yeah.
So if you look at it from a war perspective, yeah, Miklo's the one you want taking you.
Going Miklo.
Yeah, if you got to have a leader in war, you want Miklo instead of Santana's. Santana, dude, like Julie, that girl fucked with his mind so bad.
Yeah,
fucked with his mind, dude. She gave him like he even said, "You showed me what my life could have been." You know, whether they're buying shoes, out driving, when he had sex for the first time with her,
fucking yes.
And then he tried to rape her, and it's like, what the like? That's how you knew psychologically he was just fucked. And
yeah, that's how you know in jail. You think you got a fucking ass and shit.
Yeah, and so Miklo, I think, was the smarter one, man.
Yeah, I gotta go Miklo. Overall, the best movie out of these two, in my personal opinion.
Yeah,
this is amazing. I fucking worship this movie. No wax scenes at all. I think it's perfect. I gotta go with Blood and Blood Out, man.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. How
yeah,
you rate
American Me? If you're looking for authenticity, authentic prison gritty style, it's American Me. But for me, the better movie, the better storyline, I gotta go with Blood and Blood Out. Because it was at the end, it showed family still came together, you know, and family overcame a lot of stuff. Even like, oh my God, like it's so powerful when Crucito is drinking at Juanito's grave and brings them some boxing gloves. You know, if anybody messes with you, you know, punch them out, knock them out. And when the mom puts the flowers and she wants a hug, that was his stepmom. And Baco's there. I didn't expect to see the dad. I didn't expect to see that when the dad forgives him, man. That's a real emotional scene.
It is, man.
That was so emotional, and he was just like crying, "I'm sorry, I loved him." And the mom's like, "I know," and he's like, "I miss my family," and you know, it's such a powerful. I think Blood and Blood Out was a lot more powerful than American Me. You know, Blood and Blood Out has more quotables, funny quotables, you know, than American Me. You know, where he's like, "Órale, bonafide." That's a nice
One of my bitches.
That shit has me dying, man. Or like the dude who kills Santana, he's like, I don't give a good god fuck who that taco eating motherfucker was.
Oh, yeah. The old black
like,
nigga.
Yeah. Do you know who you killed? He's like, your mama. I'll tell you, man, Blood and Blood Out just got quotes for
it does.
days, man.
For absolute days, bro.
Quotes for days. But American Me, I could watch American Me, but Blood and Blood Out, I watch a lot. I still, maybe like every month, every other month, I throw it on and I watch it.
Yeah, it's a great watch, even though it's 3 hours long, like we said.
Yeah,
Blood and Blood Out is the winner, man. So,
Blood and Blood Out. That's where it's at. But I encourage you guys to watch Boulevard Nights, y'all.
Yeah.
Incredible. Realistic as hell. And so is Mi Vida Loca. Mi Vida Loca. That should be that's free on YouTube. YouTube also. Watch Mi Vida Loca. It's a realistic movie. La Onda. Ghostface episode was fun. Yeah, I was watching that Ghostface episode. That was a good one.
Yeah, Money Miz.
That's a good one. But big ups to Blood and Blood Out. And you know what, real quick, this right here. I always wanted to see that scene where he's dancing with the girl or hugging the girl. It's on the back of the DVD.
Blend it out?
Yeah. And it's not in the movie.
Yeah, Paco got no fucking love interest.
But it wasn't in the movie. They cut it out. Like they said there was like another like 30 minutes worth of movie or something like that that's out there that never fucking made it. Not even on the director's cut edition. La Vida Loca is the one about the chicks fighting about. Yeah.
Shout out to CPN. That's one of the biggest juggalo YouTubers there is.
What up, CPN? La Onda. Yeah. Love that shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Blend It Out gets our vote, man.
Yeah, you watched. Let's talk about the Mayans episode, man.
Oh,
God, I was so upset, man. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. watching this shit, and I was fucking heated, man.
Terrible.
I hate that they're focusing on Galindo and Arenita too much, man.
The Galindo shit is getting annoying, though.
When I think Mayans, I think motorcycle. I don't, other than Easy, Bishop, and Angel, I don't really know too many of the other guys' names. So Coco,
I don't know that. Coco, yeah, that's all. You don't really know none of these motherfuckers, man. Like, and I hate how that bitch Emily, is that her name?
Yeah,
Miguel's wife. Her storylines are like pointless, dude.
Right. It is.
Let the bitch borrow money and there's some drama with that. I don't fucking get it.
Child CPN. Mi Familia, classic movie, man. Classic. That one slept on too. Yeah.
Is that about like it's about like it shows that is Edward James almost in there?
Yep. He's in that one too.
I think I seen that on YouTube. It's like it shows them as younger, then they get older and shit. And
yeah. Great movie. It got Edward James Olmos, Jimmy Smits, Constance Marie, Jennifer Lopez is in it. Isai Morales. It's a good movie.
That's one of the YouTube movies that is actually in good quality.
Is it?
Yeah, I seen a little bit of it.
If you want to, that's an authentic movie about a Mexican family. That's like, because it shows you got the smart one. The smart one, Memo. That's Montana from Blood and Blood Out. He's in it. And it's funny, he plays a college student and everything, but on Blood and Blood Out, he's this gang leader. And then you got Isai Morales, he's the cholo of the family. You got Constance Marie, she's the religious one, and the what do they call it? The political one. She protests and all that stuff of the family. Like, it's so crazy how they depict a perfect Mexican family, because every Mexican family got that cholo. Every Mexican family has it. Everyone has that brains of the family.
Yeah, I gotta finish watching that. I do like the one with the bitches, Mi Vida Loca, whatever it's called.
I love that movie. I love that. That's one of my favorites. I like that because the acting is not the greatest, but it was like real.
Yeah, that nigga that played Santana's little brother was fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Give it a white bitch got him killed. A white bitch killed him.
Yeah, man. Over that. And he had a nice truck, man. That truck was nice. My dad had a truck similar to that, man, back in the day.
That's dope.
Little mini Nissan truck and Dayton's and everything. Oh, my God. Amazing truck. But back to Mines, man. If it keeps going this, I don't think it's going to come back for season 3 because
I know, dog.
You rarely see any motorcycles. They're always in trucks driving in Mexico, and it's like, the fuck, man.
Angel being a simp. I'm going to get her. You gotta shoot me to get her. I know you're kidding all that, but come on.
Man, when Bishop told him straight up, man, like,
I'll call you the fucking piece.
Oh my God. He's like, I'll chop you up and piss all over you. And I was like, what the Angel took that swing. Santana Bishop took his ass down with the quickness, man.
Yeah, he did, dog.
I was like, oh fuck, man. And Easy just right there watching. Oh man.
Amazing Psycho Realm shirt, brother.
What's that?
Amazing Psycho Realm shirt, bro.
Oh, thanks, brother. This is the anniversary. I think it was the 20th anniversary one. They were limited press.
We need to do that album, Rick.
Oh, hell yeah, the first one, yeah. Who heard the track DMX, Rick Ross? I haven't heard that. Is that new, KRD? It got to be if it got Rick Ross on it.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
I ain't heard that, but when I did hear that snippet of DMX in the studio, it didn't sound too bad.
Yeah, X, we love X over here. He's
Yeah, I mean, his career went down. He's like that's the Crucito of fucking hip hop. Drugs just fucked him up, man. But X first 3 albums, all classics in my opinion.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
classics.
I like the Great Depression, but it's not a classic to me. It's a good album.
I can't call it a good album. I need to revisit it. I can only remember like 3 or 4 songs I liked.
It's a good album. My boy Kyle he was on the show, my Shit Talking Wednesday show, and he said he likes Grand Champ, and I was like, oh man,
Grand Champ. I only remember shit.
It's not that good.
2, 3 songs. There's a song he did with Jadakiss, and is it Eve? Where he's like,
yeah, that song's good.
Way when they talk, or it sounds, I don't know. It was a good song though. It was a good song with them 3.
And then a song with 50 Cent and Styles P called "Shot Down." That shit is hard.
I don't remember that song.
Yeah, that's a dope song.
I remember that Ayo Kato was on there. What was the commercial? What was his radio song off that one?
Where the Hood At?
That's what I remember. That was a decent song. That was decent.
But I don't know. We're so much used to X just dropping absolute quality music. Like when an X album dropped, there was like a Jay-Z album. You're getting that full amazing work, and he fell off, man.
Grand Champ. To me, it was shit. What was the one before Grand Champ? Great Depression. Great Depression. That to me was his downfall. That's where he lost it.
To me, I like the Great Depression quite a bit, but I would say it's the first time you were like, it's not that good as the other ones. You know what I mean?
Yep. I was anticipating that big time because I love It's Dark as Hell is Hot, classic. My favorite, Blood of My Blood, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, classic. That's my favorite X album. And then there was X. I love that one too. There's not one bad track.
I love it. I worship it. And it was X, man. The Professional, man. Oh,
that was dope.
Pop, 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 nigga. Hard.
My favorite one was Here We Go Again.
Here we go again.
The story he's telling is oh my god. It was such a good story that he said.
1999, that album's a classic.
Wanted to kill him, but I owed his peeps a favor. I was like, oh, it's crazy track, and how he does kill the youngster at the end.
Hard White with the locks and drag on, fucking bananas.
I'm telling you, production. And see, I'm not a big Swiss Beats fan, but Swiss Beats and X, they do go together. They do.
When Swiss was actually good, Yep.
Opposite of HCO. Yeah, I think it was slept on. KRD, yeah. Dragon.
That album's good. I need to get that again. I saw it.
Dragon was to him though what Memphis Bleak is to Jay. His shit was always gonna get slept on.
Yes, sir.
Swiss Beats on some pop shit. Yeah, I've never been a Swiss fan. I'm still not, but he has some good stuff here and there.
Yeah, I'm not. He's not. Swiss is dope. Like he's palatable for me. He's not one of my favorite producers of all time. Not even close. Same thing with the Neptunes for me. I'm not a big Neptunes guy, even though
I've never been a Neptunes person.
Even though I like some beats, I'm not a big fan of them.
Right.
like Speak of Clout's own Ross Hartley would say, they're too blippity beepity fans.
DMX though, I mean, maybe he'll get a good comeback. Who knows, man? I was watching a DJ Muggs interview that he did with K-Day out here in Cali, and I guess he said, that him, Dr. Dre, and Fred Wreck worked on some tracks, man.
That's nuts.
I was like, what? I think they did like 4 tracks, and they were asking, when's it going to be released? He's like, that's probably never. That's up to Dre. He's like, Michael C, what up? But he's like, but when the doctor calls you, you show up. He's like, no matter what.
Muggs and Dre, you know, everyone knows how they get down. Puppet Master,
Yeah.
97 shit.
Soul Assassins, yeah.
The best Soul Assassins there is, in my opinion. That shit is fucking bananas.
It was crazy.
What is Muggs' infatuation with Mark Homie, man? Jesus.
You know what, man? I don't know. And, you know, I bought that whatever this album was called. I bought it at Amoeba. Shit's trash, man.
It is. And he got the other album, Kill 'Em All. Then he got another album with the God Fahim, who's worse than Mark Homie.
Yeah. This shit was trash.
Those dudes are terrible.
I'm mad I got it.
And I'll be honest, I'm riding with Griselda. They diss Griselda. They can suck a dick too. Both of them niggas.
Who this? Mark Homie did?
Yeah, Mark and Fahim did. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Back in like 2017.
Wow.
And Westside and Benny killed him on Easter Gun Day 3. Bodied him.
Like the Kill 'Em All crap. He kept saying, "Oh, super group." I'm like, who's part of this super group shit? And it was just him and Mark. I was like, oh, shit's crazy. I sampled it, and I just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna entertain that fucking album.
Muggs need to fuck with like Griselda and shit.
He does.
He needs to fuck with Danielson. Imagine Danielson and Muggs.
Oh,
man.
that should be fire. That shit would be fire.
Right?
I don't want to hear Nas and RZA collab album. Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't.
No, I don't want. RZA ain't that nigga no more. RZA is not good anymore, dog.
RZA's not RZA. Nas is not Nas anymore either.
No.
Yeah. I'm not really anticipating anything else. I haven't really heard anything else coming out. I know I got the new Busy Bone coming in today. I'm ready for that one.
I know what I'm ready for. Hitler was Hermes 7 Halloween, my nigga.
Oh, he said Halloween?
Yeah, and it's every Halloween he drops the Hitler. Every Halloween he drops it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So you have to learn something today. I know I was bumping the what's it called? Fly God Awesome God the other day.
I love that. I think me and you are the ones that really like that because a lot of diehard Griseldas don't like that. I'm like, what?
I fucking love that album. I fucking love it.
So do I, yo.
Yeah, I mean that's in my top list. Yeah, it's in my top 20 this year for sure.
Yeah, that episode be coming for y'all late December, early January.
Yeah, definitely gonna do that. I know. My list is pretty much locked. There's other stuff that keep coming up, and then I got to see if I'm gonna take this off or add that. Eminem is finished. Yeah, Eminem's been done.
I'm tired of talking about Eminem, to be honest.
Eminem's been done. Eminem, God, man, that fucking Conway track so far. Eminem should have never been on that.
That's what Money Miz said on his podcast. She's like,
never been on it.
Fucking idiot.
And then Eminem brings up the Ja Rule. Like, motherfucker, that's 20 years old already, practically.
Right?
Like, move on, man. Move on. Like, come on, man. Some beefs just get old.
That's one of them. Fucking
just get old. And it seemed like Eminem was really, really reaching.
Yeah, he's reaching.
And it's like, yeah. Even like the diss he did on MGK, I haven't heard it since then, but I did hear MGK's diss like 2 weeks ago. That just popped up, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, let me turn this up loud. Like, that one had good replay value, but Eminem's shit doesn't have replay value no more.
Even his albums that I love, I don't even fucking play.
I really don't. Not anymore. Not like I used to. Not like I don't know. I stopped with Eminem years ago. I mean, I'll listen to his new shit. I'll say if it's decent or not, but it doesn't have replay.
I've grown a strong dislike for him, Rick. I really did.
Okay, like what you and Miz were saying for the Ghostface, like Eminem's shit is really destroying his new shit's destroying his career.
As I feel about Nas and Ghostface. Ghost is not doing it for me no more, bro. I know you
I love Ghostface. Yeah. Like his new album, I actually enjoy it. I'm not gonna say it's classic.
I don't like
classic, but I think it's dope. I love Ghostface Killah's album, but it's not great, you know. But I did love 36 Seasons and 12 Reasons to Die. 12 Reasons to Die Part 2 wasn't all that, but it was cool.
It's whack. It's whack. Like cool. What me and Miz said about 36 Seasons, Rick. That's our favorite out of the new stuff. You know,
I I like 12 Reasons to Die over 36 seasons.
I don't like that. I don't like that. It does nothing
I
for
love
me.
Adrian Young's production.
Yeah, no.
I've been a fan of Adrian Young.
Yeah, I respect that, brother. It's not for me. Like, you know me, I'm a Iron Man clientele,
right?
Bulletproof wallets, Pretty Tony type nigga. You know, fish scale. That was his epitome of his.
I love all that. I love the story, that 12 Reasons, and then RZA being the narrator of the album and everything. I thought that was dope. And part 2 wasn't all that.
It sucks.
But it was about the kid and all this other bullshit. And it's like, what?
And it's all edited. It's fucking sucks.
Yeah. You can't
and mind you, my bad, Rick. You reading something?
No, I was reading. Go ahead.
I said, and my top 3 is Big, Ghost, and Nas. So,
right. Yeah, I mean, even if Ghost was to drop a garbage out, it ain't gonna diminish what he is on my list. He's always gonna be my number 2 artist because of
same
clientele, Iron Man, Fish Scale, Pretty Tony album. And I'm glad you guys mentioned Grand Wizard or Ghost Dini, whatever it's called. Ghost Dini, yeah. Oh my God, I love that album. A lot of people don't. I love that shit so much.
Stapleton Sex.
Yeah.
You say my R&B dick is hood. My slow jam dicks on Thursdays.
Ghostface do an album with shit. Him and Muggs would be crazy.
He got a rap right though.
Yeah.
I want Ghost and West Side. That's
oh my God, that should be fire, man.
Right?
Him and West Side do a whole 10-track album. Yeah, that'd be fire.
Absolutely.
Can't be called a rap guy when you keep dropping bullshit. Yeah, I don't see him as a rap guy. No. That song ain't all that either.
His fans are so fucking cringe too. Rap God,
when it came out, it was I fucking hate the hook. Rap God, rap. Like shut the fuck up, man. Like, and then when you like JJ Fad and then try to rap fast, it wasn't even all that, man. Because I'm like picking up the lyrics and I'm just like, nah, you didn't really spit that much.
I hate that nigga's new style of rhyming. It's so fucking trash.
Highly doubt new Busta album, whatever. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. There ain't no demand for the new Busta Rhymes album.
I heard it's fucking crazy by all these producers.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
A
lot of people in the industry said it's fucking fire, but I don't know. What else y'all listening to out there?
Yeah, for me, not much. I've been watching movies. I've been doing movies when I get free time.
I got the new Boss Solo album. Big ups to Boss Solo. He's big out here in the West Coast, and this album don't come out till February. He did have some pressed up, and he only sent it out to certain people. So I was glad I got it. So I got that album like 4 or 5 fucking months before it even comes out.
That is super fresh.
Yeah, it's dope, man. Like even that artwork on the album, it says 2020. Everything says 2020. So yeah, it's not supposed to be out. It's not going to be on iTunes or anything till February, March time frame. Anybody watch the Joker movie?
That needs to happen for me very soon.
It is fire. Don't put no spoilers, but that shit is fire. I want to watch it again. Oh my God, psychological fucking fire, man.
DJ Quick. I love Spice One.
Yeah.
I love Spice One. Yep.
Spice One's dope. He got that rapper Boss Solo. They got an album together called Thug Therapy. Dope ass album.
DJ Quick, Balance and Options. I love that album.
I love DJ Quick from my top 5 dead or alive. I love DJ Quick.
Pitching on a party, my nigga. Come on.
And I'm gonna see him in concert in like 2 more weeks.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I can't. Man, I'm psyched. Blacked Out by Method and Red has been on replay. I haven't listened to that album in a while. And I think one of the greatest duos. No, I wouldn't say that.
Who? Meth and Red?
Yeah, greatest duo hip hop albums ever in hip hop.
No. I like it. I love that
Yeah,
album.
I like it. Yeah, I haven't listened to it in a while. I've never heard part two. I have part two.
Oh, it sucks.
I remember I bought it for like $4, maybe like 3-4 months ago. I just never put it on.
Yeah.
Birthday next Tuesday. Happy early birthday, KRD. But yeah, greatest duo hip hop albums. Hell on Earth. Greatest duo album. Hell on Earth.
I'm more partial to the
No,
Infamous, but
Murder
Hell on
Music.
Earth.
I'm gonna go with Murder Music. Murder Music, my
Murder
favorite.
Music.
Deep. Hell on Earth be my second favorite.
The Infamous is my favorite, dog. That shit hard body.
Greatest duos. Mobb Deep's the greatest. You got Outkast. What other duos is out there?
EPMD for me. I'm a big EPMD guy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. EPMD. I'm trying to think. Not too many out there. Better Tomorrow felt like a pop rap album. Better Tomorrow wasn't all that. That was probably one of the weakest Wu-Tang albums.
Sucks.
Pete Rock, CL Smooth. I don't really call him a duo because Pete Rock is just really on production.
He raps sometimes, but not all the time.
Sometimes, yeah, but like that Guru track though, huh? That
Fire.
Cole, yeah, fire.
And you know me, Rick. I'm skeptical, my nigga.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah. Courtney UGK, man, my bad. That's disrespectful. I forgot about them.
Oh, Corny's Bay. Shout out to Corny.
That's disrespectful. I forgot about UGK. Yep.
I love UGK.
My bad.
Riding Dirty.
Riding Dirty. Fire. MJG, they're dope. Seeing it, I'm not a big fan, KRD. I like their first album. Other than that,
nigga, you don't like the reunion?
I've never heard the reunion, man.
Oh, you love it.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's kind of like the War Report, my nigga. Just like in 2000s, fire.
Dog Pound, yeah. Dog Pound.
Dog food is amazing.
Dog food is yup. I think KRD posted that on his page the other day. It was like dog food versus the War Report or something like that. Or he just put Dog Pound versus Capone and Noriega, and I went with Dog Pound.
Of course you did. West Coast.
A little biased, yeah, sure. It would have been Dog Pound versus Mobb Deep. I would have said Mobb Deep, man. Yeah. Mobb Deep over Dog Pound, yeah. Been here the whole time. Word. You know, I'm bumping that Onyx again. I've been playing that one a lot this year, man.
New one?
Yeah, you didn't like it?
Nah.
I fucking love this album, man. I love it.
Faggot ass Fahim's on there. Oof.
But you got Conway on here too, though. They got Conway on there.
You know me, Rick. I'm over, 93 to 98 Outkast. I mean, Onyx fan.
Yeah, Onyx. Yeah, most definitely.
I love Wake the Fuck Up, though.
Oh, wait. Yeah, man. I love that album. What else I got here? I got some Aquemini. I'm going to pump later on.
I love Aquemini.
I'm going to play a little bit of 50 Cent. Man, speaking of 50 Cent, we got Power coming out tomorrow. Man, Proctor. Man.
Proctor, you rap.
You know,
Tommy said you rap, motherfucker.
We were talking about it at work. Me and a coworker. He's a big fan of Power. Yeah. And he's like, well, Proctor was a little snitch. I'm like, but Proctor wasn't about that life, though. He wasn't even trying to pretend to be about that life. So he get a pass from me. He get a pass. They should have never brought his ass in this shit.
You think Benny gonna smoke that nigga?
You think who?
You think Benny's gonna try to kill Tommy if he finds out?
His cousin?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what, man? Real talk. Because I don't remember season 1 much. I didn't know Proctor's cousin had weight like that, man. When he showed up and checked him and got Tyreek back for them, oh my! I was like, he's really big like that. I didn't know that.
Beat the nigga with the bag of oranges.
Oh yeah, that shit was hilarious, man. I hate Tyreek, man. I hate Tyreek, but she said yin yang twins. This girl's a fool.
Oh hell no! It's fucking.
That though, I like that song by Union Twins, "Bedroom Boom." That's just fire.
Hey, you know what I think's fire though, my nigga? Kind of like some whack shit like that. What's the name of that shit? It got like the man, with Little John and shit. Trill something, and it's like
Real.
the bedrooms are like the bed springs are
quickly. What it is, ho? What's the?
That shit's hard. That shit's hard.
Trill. It was called Cuddy.
Yeah, that shit is hard. It's stupid as fuck, but I like it.
Your number, and I'll call, and I'll follow that. That shit is fire. The whole album sucked, but that song's fire.
What it is, ho?
Oh man, Little John is a fuck. You know what? He was fired back then, though, man. KRD. Maybe he was a little too young back then, though. You couldn't go to the club without hearing a Little John track.
Try to fight a nigga. You hear that shit?
Like Little John on I don't know what the name of the album is. Maybe Crunk Juice or something, but he had a song with Bo Hagen. God, it was fire.
Bo Hagen. That sounds familiar.
Bo Hagen was this dude from the South, and Little John, Bo Hagen, he's like, bitch, buck that, or fuck that, you buck, we buck back, what you think, we go. He just had a flow that was fire on that shit. The album sucked. I mean, the album sucked, but it had that. It had Ice Cube. He had some song with Little John that was fire. The video was fire, too.
No, it was my shit, my nigga, that Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Slim Thug era.
Man, you know, I was never a Mike Jones fan. I always hated Mike Jones.
I like songs. Some songs.
But Paul Wall's always been one of my favorites since.
But yo, Rick, come on. Still Tipping is hard. Come on. No?
Yeah, Still Tip is hard, but that's Slim Thugs right there, you know?
Yeah. What else? Who else is my shit on there?
But Paul Wall, I mean, I was into that stuff before it blew up because I was in the South.
Yeah, the Community was at Paul Wall first.
Yup. I got the Color Changing Click album.
Little Flip was that nigga too.
Little Flip still that dude. I love Little Flip. He's when I rate down south rappers, Houston has to get its own rating because there's so many rappers out of Houston, you know, compared to Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, and all that stuff. Yeah. Man. Houston always gets its own rating for me.
All right, Rick, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Got some shit to do.
You got all right, brother. All right.
But that was a blast, bro.
Had fun, everybody. Catch us on the next episode. We'll come up with something real soon.
Yeah, we'll come with something, man.
We got some Nas and Jay-Z shit coming real soon.
Yeah, gotta get back to Steve when he can do that, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to the whole chat and this motherfucker KRD.
Everybody.
Coney. All y'all, man. All right.
All right, everybody. Catch y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.